Good evening, everyone. Yeah, there's my creepy gothic voice. So, by the time this goes up, it will be evening. I'm recording this about 4 p.m.-ish. So, you guys won't see it for an hour or so. Anyway, today we're doing, as promised, the Spikor and He-Man Origins figures. So, what these are trying to be is more like, the original toys. As you can see here with my 80th anniversary He-Man. So these are in the Origins line, which is where we have been getting stuff like the Cartoon Collection 2000X He-Man and the Cartoon Collection Clawful. These are all here for comparison in a minute. And then the non-cartoon collection, because this is the only non-cartoon collection Origins figure I managed to get, I started collecting late, is Trapjaw. And what's really, really cool about this, though, is this is how Trapjaw is going to look in the new movie anyway. Obviously, hyper-realised in a realistic manner, but he's got all of these same kind of artistic notes, I guess, things that stand out about this design that they've put in that new design, because he has the belt, he has the chest armory thing, he's obviously got his trap jaw, but it's all these colours as well, even to the degree that the design has the green thigh armory bits. So anyway, we don't have him, or I don't have him for us to look at yet, the movie one, but I do have these guys. So, I am going to open... Let's open the Man of He first. So, quick look at the back. Oh, I forgot to say about this. If you've had a look at the core series reviews I've done of the He-Man movie stuff, I mentioned that they're doing this sort of parallel back thing for the good guys and the bad guys, which they've done even better on the Chronicles packaging. But basically, the bad guys have Snake Mountain and the good guys have Grayskull. But they sort of connect up. They have the opposite design. And, yeah, like I said, it's going to look even better when we get to the Chronicles packaging, because that's gone really lent into this idea. Alright. That's really all there is for the packaging. There's not much to these figures either, but let's open him up. It's very rare that I keep my toys in their packaging. There's a couple of things. I've got this Deadpool. Actually, I've got a couple of Deadpool things that are quite limited. So they've stayed in their packaging. One of which I'm considering opening on the channel. Sword. And then, hang on. He-Man. I said, He-Man. He-Man. Oh, God. There we go. So first thing I like to do is straighten his legs so he doesn't look so squat. But how ridiculously beefy is he? So we can zoom in a bit, see them a bit better. And this is great. Oh, and that's not coloured like the Chronicles one is. Chronicles? Core one is, which we'll show comparison in a minute. And so this will unbuckle and let you take this off of He-Man, but he's still got the whole Origins, you can rip them apart kind of thing. And I wasn't expecting that to be painted under this. Imagine that's got the potential to rub off after a while. So yeah, then you just unbuckle him here. I do like that all of the Origin stuff, no matter if it's cartoon collection or toy or whatever, all of them are made to be modular, so you can build your own perfect person of Eternia. I don't know. your own master of the universe. There, that'll work. So he's got the same articulation. He's even got his giggity joint that I love so much, and he has ankles, which is the only joints that the core class is missing. And the waist, and he can kick out. Yeah, so those turn around boots as well, and the knees turn around and bend. And here is the one thing I love. Hang on, I'm going to put it in his hand off screen. I keep accidentally squishing the fingers when I'm putting accessories in their hands lately. And I noticed a few very, very white bits of plastic on characters' fingers. And I'm not having an easy time getting this in his hand and not squishing fingers. There we go. So there, he is holding his power sword. Look at it a bit closer. I'll compare it to the other one in a minute. It might be the same, but I don't think it is. So I do like the design of the new power sword, and like I talked about in the other one, they've done the cut sword holder, because as I said in the other video, you'd have to be an orangutan to actually pull it all the way out of the sword holders they expect us to believe existed. But this makes sense, because you could pull it out a little bit and then out it comes. And I really do like the way they slot in the back there. So, first comparison for him, 80th anniversary He-Man, and that's the style that these are going for. They're not going for a cartoon collection or a movie realism. They're going for the toy aesthetic. Toyetic? I don't know. So you can see like the eyes, they have very much the same style to them. And the brows. So don't expect movie accuracy from these Origins ones. They're still cool though. And that's what he looks like with a classics style figure. And we don't need him for a moment, but we'll put him next to 2000X He-Man, which is really cute. And then we can put him next to Masterverse Revelations He-Man, because I've accidentally bought a lot of He-Man lately. And next to himself. He's either taller and thinner. Well, he's not really taller, but he is definitely thinner. Let's have a look at those swords. Oh yeah, they're different. Let's take them out. So the one on top. Oof. The one on top is the core class sword, and the one on the bottom is the origin sword. So the core is just a bit more detailed and longer, which fits because it's a lither character. And they're going for this kind of aesthetic, like we just said. The last thing we'll do for him... I didn't mean to push the button and that scared me a little bit. Last thing we need to do for him is see if he fits on our core Cringer. Which he does. Cringer? Core Battle Cat. Which he very much does. He actually fits on there better than the core series He-Man, so this might be how I display this guy. We'll have to see. And I guess we can have a look at what he looks like next to... Yeah, that's pretty funny. Bring that down again. Just the beefiness difference. You will be getting the power with me. I don't know what I was doing there. And Beastman. And yes, this means everything has fallen over on my desk, because I'm really good like that. Put him there. And you there. He's not going to stay standing up. You can go there. I just knock the camera. You can go there. I want Beastman over here because we need to look at him in a second. Teela can go off camera. All right. On to Spikor. And looks like my Spikor's leg's fallen off in packaging. At least the arm has come off anyway. So, opening him off screen for a sec. I'm running out of room on the table. And I forgot to show, each of the figures has the, you can pull us apart in these various ways, pamphlet. Okay, so that's how he's coming out of the packaging. We'll straighten his head up. Just going to take that off and make sure he's... Let me have a quick look at this, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't think mine's broken. Just a little bit loose. But I'll put his armor on. So that already shows that his leg armor can come off. Because it was already off. That's better. Okay, this is really cool. So this is Spikor. And he's not blue. Wait, no, his armor's blue. So he's not wearing armor. Now it's just skin. He doesn't have the little upturned nose. A very cool little teeth that he still has though. I do like the yellow eyes, but that could just be for the Origins version. We don't know. Actually, I think in the trailer he doesn't just have yellow eyes. I'm really not sure. But he's got the same articulation, although hindered by a lot of these spikes. And again, ow, ow, ow. You can, ow, pull him apart. He's sticking into my hand. Take his armor off. That's painted. So they're doing paint under these if you really, really don't want the cloth piece on. Or the, not cloth piece, the skirt piece. You can take it off and have it more like your original sort of legs and crotch area. That's very cool. Mattel are doing a great job with the new movie toys, I really got to say. So he's also got a giggity joint. Doesn't he? Yeah, there it is. There's his giggity joint. All of this is soft plastic, so you won't spike yourself, but this is a little bit harder. So be a little bit carefuler. More careful. Something like that. And he is very cool. And yeah, same articulation as normal, just hindered by spikes in some spots. And he's got cool web feet. And then his very, very cool chain arm. And that's a soft, rubbery spiked ball. That is plastic, but it's actually a link chain and not just molded in a particular way. And that'll be able to take that off and put that on other figures too, so that's also very cool. I guess finally, after I ask you for always forgetting, after I ask you to please like and subscribe to keep me motivated for making these videos. I don't do this for money. I do this because I like toys and I like talking about them. And yeah, I'm going to make videos and do something. I'm a little overtired if it sounds like I'm talking junk today. But there we go. There's Spikor next to an Origins Trapjaw. they're going to look very much like that in the movie, and that's going to be very, very cool. And here next to the Core Series Beastman. And it looks like a lot of these would fit in together, just the proportions are wildly different. And there is already an Origins Beastman. I just haven't seen it yet. I think it might be limited to Mattel Creations website, which is annoying. I really don't like when figures are exclusive to websites or stores. There he is next to that He-Man again. And next to his movie He-Man in the Origin series. And then a cartoon collection 2000X He-Man. I like the way they look together. And then a cartoon collection Origins Clawful, and they look super different. Straight away, the movie aesthetic compared to a cartoon aesthetic is very, very noticeable. I still think they could go in the same collection. And then the little Core He-Man. And that's not too bad either in terms of size. Because Spikor could be that big and beefy compared to He-Man. And finally, let's see if he rides Battle Cat. Oh, he does, but his spikes are sticking into the rubber of the saddle and I don't like it. But anyway, that's the 2 Origins figures for the first wave. Spikor and... I've lost him now. Where'd he go? He's right there. Spikor and He-Man from the 2026 movie. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you probably tomorrow, maybe the next day, to start the 3 Chronicles He-Man figures I've got. So we'll start with Triclops, then Man-at-Arms the next day, finishing up on He-Man himself. And Thursday being shopping day, we'll see what we can find in store for us to have a look at. Alright, hope everyone's having a good day, good evening by the time you see this, and I hope you have a good weekend. Don't forget to say hi to your mum for me, because it's going to be Mother's Day in Australia. Bye!